487-7877. The big argument this week in NASCAR, Terry. Let's see if I can find my Twitter right. Let's see. TweetDeck. Tweetsy Railroad. I typed in TweetDeck and it went Tweetsy Railroad. That's not what I was looking for at all. Let's see. NASCAR on NBC tweeted out some controversy. Let's see if I can find it. Yes, I have found it. Terry, Pocono. Tell me about what you know about Pocono real quick.
I like Pocono. It becomes to mileage. And I mean, not mileage. I mean, gasoline, how much you got left in your car, whether you can make it on your final laps. You know, I mean, it's tires become a big portion up there at Pocono. I love it. Kevin Harvick's good there. Don't be aware if he does not win the race. Because, I mean, you got 14 winners now, y'all. And there's, 7 races to go? So
how do they call that shot?
I mean,
it's fixed.
It's all there.
It's fixed.
Well, I knew the one that when Chase Elliott won his was fixed. You just don't call somebody then be down there where they can blow the horns at his little grill place and all of a sudden he wins the race.
Or when Chase Elliott comes in second behind people who's never won races.
Well, Tyler Reddick is a good road course driver. So he's a difference. I can understand that one. If you're not a good road course driver, I'd say, you know what, because anytime you say road courses, Tyler Reddick's part of it.
That's the easiest. That's probably the easiest.
Chase Elliott's the one that got me because they were at his grill.
Well, you already knew that one.
Yeah, and it's going to, I mean, that's just common sense.
I think the road course is the easiest place to let somebody else win.
And Chase has never won in Atlanta, and then all of a sudden he wins. And he won first stage, second stage, and then won the race, and then they get to go down there and blow the horn. I mean, guys, I'm sorry to say stuff that you think is fixed or not fixed, but that looked like that was fixed from the time they started the race.
We see just a minute ago basketball was fixed at certain times, so I mean they just can't say these things and they pan out perfectly. It don't usually happen like that. I mean, I
hate to go back. I to go back to Dale Earnhardt Jr., but when Dale Earnhardt Jr. after his dad died, then the July the 4th race, Dale wins it.
Right.
I mean, you know, you sit and look at stuff. Yes.
Curious that he'd win that race.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How many winners did you say this year? 14 out of 17? 14 out of 17 new winners, and they called that shot at the beginning of the year.
I guess that's why Anna's gotten into Formula One. It's not fixed. She says it's easier to keep up with because there's only 20.
Formula One is, see, that's the reason I despise road courses. And people, I know a lot of people, I just know I like them. Go ahead and like them. I don't blame you. Everybody has their opinion. But road courses for NASCAR, that's not what NASCAR was built around. That's not what NASCAR is. I mean, it become run one road course. Then all of a sudden they added another one. Now they add another one and another one. And the more you do this, until some of these guys, like Cole Custer, has no chance of winning a race like that. That's not what he is. He's NASCAR where you go into little circle things. But when you start, I mean, I don't know. I don't even need to get into that. When I was a kid. Makes me mad.
When I was a kid, it was Watkins Glen.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember another.
There was not another one. There was not another one. Then Sonoma come.
Yeah, Sonoma was the next one. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they added more. And then all of a sudden we go to the Brickyard, which has an oval, and we want to do a road course.
The same thing with Charlotte, right?
I mean, of all the things in the world, I would rather win the oval, what NASCAR is made of, than go to the Brickyard and win a road course.
I just wish they put some more dirt on the tracks.
I always like it when they put dirt on tracks. Yeah. I mean, I don't understand. NASCAR, I mean, I know we're a NASCAR station, but maybe listen to me every now and then. Quit hurting yourself, you know?
Well, last weekend, we forgot to wish Ricky Bobby a happy birthday. Born on July 16th, 1971, and we forgot all about it, guys. We had on his birthday, Ricky Bobby of West River, North Carolina. Terry, you ever heard of West River, North Carolina?
Okay.
Is that a place?
If you're not first, you're last.
Is that a place?
The funny thing with Will Ferrell is he wasn't born in North Carolina. His parents were from North Carolina, moved to California, but he's always had like this childish affection for North Carolina, even though he's never lived there. That's why, like, the movie where he's running for Congress, that's set in North Carolina. That in Eastbound and Down, which he had, that's set in Shelby, North Carolina. That's kind of his That's why so much of his stuff is North Carolina, even though he's never lived here. He's not from North Carolina.
Eastbound and Down's based on Moss Lake.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in Eastbound and Down, it was the Moss Lake Triathlon. I was just like, that's just funny. It's just funny.
All right, so Terry, let's see if you get the answer right. So NASCAR, NBC NASCAR, had some controversy this week on the Twitter. How many turns are at Pocono, Terry?
3.
They disagree. So does half of the NASCAR garage. There's a new controversy now.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever
Pocono
heard. Well, you
is
want to
now
say it's
a
4?
5-turn triangle.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That is what they're talking.
It's 1, 2, 3.
NBC Sports tweeted out that Pocono is a 5-turn triangle. Don't throw nothing at them, is what they said. What do you think, Terry?
It's 3 turns.
Oh, Lord.
You
Then
turn
we
the-
wonder
you
how
turn-
NASCAR suffers.
5-turn triangle.
Yeah.
Ever heard of that? But that's what they.
There's
for the
turn
folks that-
1,
for the folks
there's
not
turn
listening
2,
radio
and
or
there's
watching
turn
online, you
3.
can see the photo that they.
When
that
I
they
hit
put out.
turn 1, I'm still in turn 1 when I get to turn 2.
Well, it don't make sense.
Which is still turn 1.
So they made the turns. I don't know if you guys know this, Terry. You know the turns
Maybe
are made.
we ought to have over there where it says 3. That should be 3 and 4.
That's what I was fixing to say.
And then 5 and 6.
By their
It should be
own-
6.
All right,
Yeah.
so do you know what the turn, Terry? Do you know this racetrack is a model of other racetracks? Did you know this? I did not know this until this week. Did you?
Is a model of other racetracks.
Right.
Okay.
The turns were made after other tracks. So stay with me here. 2 turns were based off the Trenton Speedway. 1 turn off Indianapolis, and the other 2 turns off the Milwaukee Mile. So they're saying that turns 1 and 2 are based off the Trenton Speedway. Turn 3 is based off Indianapolis. Is in Indianapolis. It's the same angle and everything as Indianapolis, and the other turns are based off the Milwaukee Mile. That's why it says 5 turns. This is simple math.
As it took us this long to figure that it's 5 turns now.
Yeah.
Took us to this year.
Yeah.
And we've been racing there for who knows how long.
So let's read the comments and
Come
tweets to this for the 5-turn fans.
Should have had Yancey do that.
Do what?
Should have had Yancey the milkman do this.
It says Pocono occasionally has 7 turns. When the drivers are scrubbing their tires under yellow, it has 34 turns.
Okay. Whatever.
Let's see. I'm gonna try. I did have some comments from some of the racers. Noah Graxton. I think the better question is why do ovals only have 4 turns instead of 2? So Terry should be 4 turns or 2s at the ovals. That's the question. This has just been the big deal on the internet all night about how many turns are in Pocono, how should we count turns, and all that. So should we count them 1, 2, 3, and 4? Or should you count them 1 and 2?
If you're going to go by what they trying to do, and I'm like Zach, it should be 6.
Right.
Yeah, why is it not 6?
Yeah, how come turn 3 it never goes to turn 4?
All I know is I can remember like everybody used to blow their engine at Pocono.
Well, it's saying
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
And tires
Yeah.
and fuel mileage,
Terry,
everything comes into effect at Pocono.
Yeah.
Terry, by this logic, it says that means Charlotte and Atlanta have 6 turns, then, right?
I don't even want to get on turns. They trying to change math now. Yeah, we trying to change math.
Fuzzy math. Happy birthday, Ricky Bobby.
Happy birthday, Ricky Bobby. All right, finally, Zach, I know we'll spend 5 minutes on it. I meant to do this 4 minutes ago. Vince